Good evening. Well, thank you for coming. My name is Gabriel Reed. I'm the new music director here at Center High School, and we're going to get started in just a few minutes, but I would like to make one last call for all members of the CHS Concert Choir. Please make your way backstage through that door right there. CHS Concert Choir, last call. Thank you. So this group that you see behind me is the CHS Concert Choir. And the song that you just heard from them was traditionally a Nigerian folk song, which was used as a welcome or procession song for important tribal leaders or very important figures in their society. And so we decided that we would sing it to you as a welcome. So thank you for being here. So this group consists of a bunch of very fine young people, some of whom have been singing in choirs for many, many years, and some of whom are brand new to the world of vocal music. Okay, so we focus a lot on tone production and blend and balance and all these things that make choirs sound like choirs. So we're going to close this portion of the concert now with a tune, hopefully that you'll all recognize, a little bit of a spin on a familiar tune, Deck the Hall. Ready? Dum ba dum ba dum 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 ba dum ba dum 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 la 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 la. Please stick with us for a brief transition. The string orchestra will be up next momentarily. Alrighty, thank you. This is the string orchestra. And the string orchestra, much like the choir, consists of some people who have been playing for quite a long time and some who just picked up a stringed instrument for the first time in August. Okay? So before we get to a full set, we're going to take you through just a little bit of the progress that we've made from the beginning until now. Okay? I'm just gonna count them off and let them go for these first couple. So the first step is always plucking open strings, getting acquainted with which strings correspond to which notes, and just being comfortable hearing those pitches and seeing kind of what that's like. Now the next step is one that you might recognize. Okay? So from here, we stick with the idea of plucking open strings. Introducing the bow is a little bit of a different animal altogether. So we're still plucking open strings, but very quickly we learn to put our fingers down in certain spots on the fingerboard, which, as you can see on most stringed instruments, is not like a guitar. There are no frets. There are no frets, so we kind of have to, we use tape sometimes to help us out in guiding where to put our fingers, but it's much less definite than on a fretted stringed instrument, where you know that you put your finger right there, it's going to make that sound. Intonation is a little bit of an issue. So we learn next to still pluck the strings, but we're now changing pitches with our left hand as well. So here's one you'll recognize. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. And now the source of everyone's trouble on stringed instruments. But they've handled it really well. We have introduced the bow. Now the bow requires many, many things that are not required by any other activity you do. You have to engage all three of these joints if you want it to go in a straight line, and you do, because if it doesn't go in a straight line, you don't get a pretty sound. Anyone who's attempted a stringed instrument before can attest to that, myself included. So next, we've introduced the bow, and the bow requires an entirely new set of skills, not the least of which also is pressure and bow speed, which varies depending on how loud or soft you want to play, the value of the note that you want to play. So we're going to now bow some notes for you before we get into the really hard stuff. So the added trick of using a bow, yet another one, is making sure it's going the same direction. Myself and probably many other string teachers out there would like to avoid looking like we're sword fighting on stage, right? So we spend a lot of time saying, hey, make sure your bow's going in the right direction. Hey, which direction is your bow going there, right? So when we introduced the bow again, we went back to open strings, just like we started on the plucking. Because coordinating this and coordinating this presents a new challenge, but we're going to show you that next. not only are they now bowing the strings with fingered notes, but they're also playing different notes than the people around them. This is what's called an arrangement. You'll notice that the last couple were either two parts or it was everyone playing the exact same melody line. Now, everyone has an independent part. So it really requires them to sync what they're hearing with what they're doing, with what they're seeing up front. So it's an added layer of complexity. So we're going to move on, and the next three tunes that we're gonna play are also going to be orchestra arrangements, where each section is playing an individual part. We're going to fast forward in the book a little bit, all the way to the back. In the back of the book, there are often little culminating pieces that kind of incorporate many or all of the concepts that we've learned up until that point. And this is the first one. It's called Conquest, and we've kind of moved all the way down to now we're all playing different parts, we're all bowing, we're all fingering. Sometimes we've added different dynamics, how loud or soft the music is played, and we'll see some shifts there. We've also added things like articulation with slurs, which have to do with when you bow and when you don't bow, which are different than just normal, it's called détaché bowing. Okay? So take a look, see if you can spot some of these concepts. This is Conquest. we're going to leave you this evening with an arrangement of the very famous Arab dance from Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker. next, for your listening pleasure, we have the Advanced Guitar Ensemble. This ensemble is made up entirely of people who have at least 1 year of experience on guitar. And the hope is that once you have successfully passed beginning guitar, you can move right on into advanced guitar where we do this kind of stuff with no issues whatsoever, okay? So much of what we work on in this ensemble is taking what we've learned in beginning guitar and applying some of those more advanced musical concepts to it. So we do a little bit more technically challenging things, but also things which are more musically challenging as well. Things like, bless you, things like phrasing and dynamics, and one thing that's especially difficult on a plucked stringed instrument like guitar is articulation. How do you make accented notes? How do you make staccato notes sound different than notes which are supposed to be smooth and legato? And it's something that's incredibly difficult on an instrument which you only pluck and sometimes use a pick, which makes things a little bit more complicated. So I hope we can show off some of those differences through the hard work that they've done this semester. So enjoy, please. which was written by Lou Ward, who arranged the next piece that we did, which was, of course, Finlandia by the great romantic composer Sibelius. And Sibelius, that was specifically a song from his piece Finlandia, which was expressing great hope, yet at the same time, great longing for his homeland. It was great, a piece that expressed great homesickness for what he was feeling. And this next piece, we're hoping that we can bring some more joy back after that. Okay? You will undoubtedly recognize this. This is another arrangement by Mr. Lou Ward. This is Carol of the Bells. That was a piece by Larry Clark called Excelsior, which is Latin for to the highest degree, or in the highest, and I hope we did that justice for you. Our next piece is going to be a little bit of another twist on something that you already know. So we're going to play a fugue for you. Who knows what a fugue is? Oh, a couple. Hey, all right. More than I expected. So a fugue, in short, is a type of piece which has different groups of instruments entering at different times in different keys, but playing the same melody, essentially. And it's a form which originated in the Baroque era, made very famous by Johann Sebastian Bach, arguably the greatest composer of all time. It can be said that every composer since Bach has copied Bach in some way or another. So we're going to play a fugue on We Wish You a Merry Christmas. We're going to end with a standard of wind band literature by great composer Robert W. Smith. This is The Great Locomotive Chase. Thank you for coming. Thank you once again for coming. Please drive safe. Come see us again next time.
I need some recognition.
The hype needs to be put down. Calm down.
You guys are pretty good though. You guys are really good though.
Me too. I love that.
Honestly, when I heard choir in the band room, I was thinking to myself,